Hey guys, welcome to Stream Space. So, we are here to do some more card pulls. This time, a little more mainstream. We are going to pull this guy open, and this guy. So that is Vivid Voltage and Evolving Skies. I can't say I've ever gotten anything entertaining out of Vivid Voltage. Not really a fan of that one. Anyways, let's pop these guys open. I'm excited. I love that Grookey. I do believe I have that already. I didn't necessarily buy it for the promo card, so I'll probably give that to my son. Let him have his fun with it. Comes with a booster pack code and all that jazz. So I'll hang on to that for another time. We're gonna get them out of their sleeves. This has the same kind of protective sleeve that the Digimon cards had, so kind of keeps people out of them unless they're actually buying them. These cards were purchased at GameStop. A little bit different from my usual haunts. But you know what? Booster packs are booster packs. I don't really care where I get them from. So let's pop this open. Again, I don't do the card tricks. I'm not doing the weighted anything. We will pull this guy out, go through the cards. And as a person who plays the game and actually understands the game that these come from, we'll have a little more fun with it. So, Cottony. God, what does that say? Clobopus. Clobopus. Put these guys down here. Electrike. Classic. Not a bad card if you were to use a deck that relied on drawing more cards or getting cards faster. With his collect ability, he can draw cards. Execute. Kind of a punching bag. That's how I would use this one, because he only has one ability and it does 10 damage and nothing else. We have Eevee. A couple little minor damage attacks, nothing crazy here. Obviously, this is a base Pokemon. You would not use it on its own. You would use it to get another card onto the field. Like one of the evolutions, obviously. We got Coding Energy. Coding Steel Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides Steel Energy. Pokemon this card is attached to has no weakness. Oh, okay, cool. We have a V card now. Orbeetle V. Weighing in at 180 health, he has two abilities. One called Strafe. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon and do 20 damage at the same time. Mysterious Wave does 50 plus damage. This attack does 30 damage more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So the more they've charged them up, the harder you hit them. That's cool. So we got a good pull. That's a good pull. We got an Orbeetle. Psychic Energy. Drone Rotom. This is getting ridiculous. I'll read it what it does. Your opponent reveals their hand, and if they do, look at the top card of your opponent's deck. Kind of gives you a bird's eye view of what's about to happen. Swoobat. Heart Stamp, 70 damage. That's solid damage for a Psychic Pokemon. I mean, mainly I find that they rely more on effects than straight up damage. So that's great. Unless, of course, there's weaknesses involved. He has a unique weakness despite being a Psychic type, he has a Lightning weakness, which I find strange. He has an ability called Unaware. Prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So damage still happens, but if it's poison or paralysis or confusion, none of those will occur. And lastly, Excadrill. 2 attacks. Drill Run. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I mean, low damage, but that effect could be crippling, especially if they don't have a way to recover energies after they've been knocked off the Pokemon. And then Slashing Claw, which is a high damage attack with no underlying abilities. First pack? Not bad. I'm okay with it. Let's get this Evolving Skies ones open. Watch this one be scathing disappointment. Never. Probably not. We are going to be doing these pull videos once a week. So we will have an original content video, which will be not Pokemon or anything like that. But we will also have a new pull to do. So, let's get going. First up, Bergmite. Tackle and spinning attack. So low damage, reasonable health, weakness to steel. Roggenrola. Mud Slap and Rolling Tackle. Two attacks that are... One of them is Older Than the Hills. This is from, like, the very first Diglett card had Mud Slap. That's how old that is. And Rolling Tackle, so low damage. Definitely your standard level 1 basic. Not a bad little Pokemon, but not going to be winning any fights with it. Flababy. What kind of name is that? Hypnotic Gaze. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Low health. 40 health. That's dangerous. Swablu. Woo, I dropped him. No! Surprise attack. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. Ooh. It's the only one they gave it to. Litleo. Live Coal. Evolves into Pyroar, I believe, which actually looks really cool. Okay, we got a reverse hollow of Swablu, the same one. And we were not disappointed by this pack either. We now have an Entei. Single Strike. He has 2 abilities, so let's go over them. Angry Fang. This attack does 10 damage for each damage counter on all of your bench single strike Pokemon. So if you got a single strike deck, you could, let them take some damage, and he's going to do 10 more for every single one. Well, 10 in total. He'll do 10 for every single one. Heat Tackle. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. Ooh. But there's a good chance he will knock lesser Pokemon out. So that's okay. Water Energy. Handy. I prefer... I have a Blastoise deck. And a Venusaur. I have the Blastoise and Venusaur V decks, and those are pretty good. And I do prefer Blastoise. But Ribbon Badge. If the Pokemon V this card is attached to has Sylveon in its name, when it is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, that player takes 1 fewer prize. So basically, the typical effect for a V or a GX or I believe it's a Break, is that they do take 1 more prize each, and in this case, it would not allow them to do that. Flaffy. So we all know Flaffy. Good old Flaffy. Has an attack for Electro Ball, which is a standard electrical attack, but does 50 damage. That's not bad. That's not bad for a second level. Once during your turn, you may attach a lightning energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Okay, that's not bad. If you can use that once during your turn, like you can do your normal energy pull, and then grab one out of your discard pile. So it allows for recycling, which is usually an important ability in my strategies. Last and not least, Braviary. Evolution of Rufflet. It's got 2 abilities, Valiant Talons and Brave Bird. Valiant Talons, if your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this attack does 60 more damage. Brave Bird. This Pokemon also does 50 damage to itself, but it shells out 130 damage on that strike. So, I mean, I'm happy with this. This was a good pull. I'm not going to be the one that, I don't open these beforehand, so I don't know what I'm in for. But I am not disappointed. Yeah, not disappointed. Not a bad round of cards. So, this has been our weekly card pull. Thank you for checking out the stream space. You can find me on Twitch at Pidera_74. or obviously here on YouTube, Pidera Space 74. Thanks for checking out Stream Space. I'll be on again later. See you guys next time.